Salakia, my phone had died, so I wasn't able to bring out the script that I was going to end the lesson on. So I'm going to bring it out and then I'm going to end the lesson. Because I was speaking on how, you know, if you don't have a foundation besides waiting for carnal means of, like, you got these lazy ass Americans that don't believe in nothing besides pleasing their flesh. They don't fast, like I said, studies shown that you have more atheists now than you have had more in the world. But I was just telling a brother on the history of the world, Salakia, but I was just telling a brother, the Lord's so cold because there's a balance on everything. You got people that don't believe in the higher power, more people that don't believe in the Most High. They think that they own God, and a lot of people like that is going to take that chip, out of convenience, you know what I mean? You got that false philosophy about, you are God, and you are God. It tells you that in the scripts, but not every nation is God's. The Israelites, that's why Yahweh Shah said it. He said, ye are gods, but ye shall die. He said, isn't it written that ye are gods, but ye shall die like men? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, if you ain't got, no foundation on something spiritual, it's like I said, I just literally did a whole lesson on the fact that, this ain't like just no assumption. Literally, these Edomites tell you, shit, we ran out of food. And like I say, a lot of the food comes from donations, money that people send in, food that people might donate. If everybody's struggling, how are you going to get, how that's going to work? So this is the book of Matthew chapter 4, and I want to get the point when Satan was tempting him. I'm going to start at 1 just to make the video a little bit longer. Matthew chapter 4, verse 1. Then was Yahushua led up of the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil. And when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, he was afterward hungered. So when you take time to think about that, he had fasted for many a days. I've had a long fast. I'm not going to say it because last time I said it, people looked at me and, it was just, it was spiritual. But I only did it because, the Spirit jumped on me to say it. At the end of the day, I know, so that's more so true. You know what I mean? You got people that's in countries where people are starving or not eating that much but live. It's other things that you got to do before your body, you know what I mean? Like, your body needs water, for real. Your body made up of more water than anything else. Why wouldn't you need water? And this fucking devil is poisoning the water. So to show you how this man is really the son of perdition. So he was vulnerable at that time, weak. You ever fasted, you'll find out after you breaking that fast, you're not at the same strength level. You know what I mean? But, to show you how the Spirit was really on the Maccabees, literally, him and the man were fasting while they was fighting. Because the devil came like a coward and knew our laws and statutes and knew that we wasn't supposed to fight and do certain things on the Sabbath. But the Lord put in his spirit to fight. And them men had strength to fight while they was fasting, so while they was weak. Because they relied on the Lord, you know what I'm saying? And when the tempter came to him, let's go into that word tempter, G3985, to test. And that's what Satan's whole purpose is to test you. You know what I mean? If you've been in this truth for a minute, you might get tested with the same situation over and over until you conquer it. I can attest to that, and other brothers I've been around can attest to that. That's why they say this whole experience that you feeling, you suffering for what you did in your past life, but you also being tested. It tells you in scripture that acceptable men are going to be brought through the furnace of adversity. And when the tempter came to him, he said, if thou be the son of Yahweh, command that these stones be made bread. So he knew that he was vulnerable and hungry, and Yahweh had power, so Yahweh could have made him bread, but he didn't fight him in a carnal manner. You know what I mean? He fought him with the scriptures, because scriptures have power. It tells you in the scriptures that Yahweh is the word of the Most High. So that's how you know he comes in the volume of the book. It tells you that in the book of Psalms. He comes in the volume of the book. So he is the comforter, not that guy that's supposed to die. And if he really did die, I don't know the case. I'm not really going to speak on it. The thing is, me and a brother was just speaking on it. To take time to think about it, that man did some serious blaspheming. He went to jail, and then, you know what I mean, he died from supposedly the COVID. And I know the Lord can do that. He had, he's the king of terrors. I've seen him make a lot of people suffer. But then again, like I said, you got these people affiliated because brothers is going into certain heads of certain camps, these 501c3 camps, these supposed to be Israelite camps with or Christian camps with an Israelite twist. These motherfucking guys are millionaires, man. So, they done sold they soul for Esau. That's why you got guys that tell you, take a vaccine. Like, the fuck you mean? But he answered and said, it is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of Yahweh. So at the end of the day, at these trying times coming, like the Lord is going to take care of his own. It tells you that in the scriptures. It said, my servant shall eat. I forgot, roughly paraphrasing, but it talks about how, let me find it real quick. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 65, verse 13. It says, therefore thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Because at the end of the day, the Lord is going to take care of his own. You're going to have people that's going to, like I said, literally be starving to death. You're going to have some people go to committing the act of cannibalism. And people don't believe that's true, but you have had too many times in history where people have done it. You know what I mean? That movie Alive, literally, they resorted to cannibalism. And the scriptures literally tell enough stories about cannibalism. And it tells you a prophecy in there where people are going to resort to eating their children again. So at the end of the day, you better rely on something besides what you can see, this white man, what you think you can physically touch. Because with the times coming, if you ain't got something to believe in besides yourself, that's a scary thing. Far more scary than, with the lights going out or, this white man not giving you food stamps. The Lord's so cold, right? Even at this time, why motherfuckers lost their job, literally a person can't get evicted. Because ain't no court for you to go to eviction court too. So the Lord cold like that. Like, you still got mercy. So I understand that fully now when they say the Lord is long-suffering and merciful. People could really be getting a better understanding of the Lord right now while you got the opportunity. Because when he turned up, oh my God, you don't even know. It's called Jacob's trouble for a reason. The worst time in history for the children of Yahweh. So I'm going to end the lesson on that. I want to give all praise. Salakia, the worst time in history for the children of Yahweh, but the elect shall be saved out of it. So with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory, call halal, la Yahweh, ba Hashem, Yahweh Shah, ba Hashem, Rachako, that's what thumb. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone who taught me this truth. Peace and salutations to the Akim around the four corners of the earth, pushing the truth for faith and sincerity, risking their lives and freedom to do so. Shalom to the Akwat and the Akim out there listening and learning. Lord willing, it was an edifying video. Shalom to the Israelite foreigners scattered abroad in the land of the other nations, looking like the other nations were subscribing to this truth. To you, I say shalom. And with that, shalom, and mamuat la babal.